So yet again, we have another movie that's based on a true story. This time, it is based on the book *The Lost Child* of Philomena Lee, which was written by Martin Sixsmith. So yeah, hopes are high for true stories this year. I was hoping this one would be great as well, because we've had Captain Phillips and Rush, which are two true stories which are incredible. So I had high hopes for this one, and I was hoping it would be great. But did it live up to that hype? Find out right here. So yeah, Philomena follows Philomena Lee, who is played by Judi Dench, and Judi Dench is superb in this movie. So it follows her story, and also a character called Martin Sixsmith, who is the author of the book that the movie is based on, and he is played by Steve Coogan, who is absolutely hilarious. And in this movie, he is still hilarious. He's playing a serious role, yeah, but the movie is funny, and in parts it is really funny. And Steve Coogan is great in this role also, and it's possibly his best role in a movie. I mean, he's done Alan Partridge and all those roles, great roles. Alan Partridge is his most famous and his best role, but he was really good in this movie. So yeah, it basically follows those two characters, and Martin Sixsmith is fired from the BBC as he was a news reporter, and he needs a new story, and he gets told about the story of Philomena, who as a teenager, she's a Roman Catholic, and as a teenager, she has sex, and she's punished. Like, after she gets pregnant, she's punished by having to work and everything, and her son's taken off of her and put up for adoption, and then the son is adopted. And this is what the story follows. It follows her and Martin needs a new story, so he takes on this story, not wanting to, as it's a human interest story, but he takes it on nonetheless. And they travel to America to find Philomena's son. And yeah, it's actually a really heartwarming movie. When you see the trailers, you don't expect it, but it's actually a pretty funny road comedy. It's not a comedy as such; it is a drama, but in parts it is very funny. And Judi Dench and Steve Coogan actually work really well together, as you would not expect them to. So two very different sorts of actors. Judi Dench, she's best known for roles such as M and Shakespeare in Love, and then Steve Coogan does the hilarious things like Tropic Thunder, Alan Partridge, all those sort of things. So they're very different in terms of acting, but they work really well together, and that's what I really liked. And you kind of sit back and you forget that you're watching Judi Dench in a role, because she's really different in this. She normally she's sort of hard, sort of, you know what I mean, like tough as nails persona. In this one, she's different. She's like, she's an Irish lady, and she plays the role perfectly. Like, the accent's perfect. Sometimes accents don't work in movies. Hers is perfect. And with Steve Coogan, they just like have this chemistry that just really works in the movie, and I really enjoyed it for that. The two lead roles were just great. I don't know like any of the other actors that are in the movie, to be honest. Like, I don't know names or anything, but yeah, they will step aside for these two characters. And Steve Coogan, he normally takes on the central roles. In this one, he steps aside, lets Judi Dench have the limelight, and it really works. Even though he's still arguably the best character, like, he's really good in the movie, but she just steps aside and lets Judi Dench do her thing in this movie, and I really, really liked it for that. It's one of those movies that you can see as being sort of trying to be an Oscar contender, and some of them just flop. This one could be a Oscar contender. I think it could probably get best British film. That it'll get nominated for that. I mean, I won't be surprised if Steve Coogan is nominated for best supporting actor. I definitely won't be surprised if Judi Dench is nominated for best actress, because she would deserve that. If she wins, I would be happy, because she definitely deserves to win that award. Just a really, really enjoyable movie. Movies like this sometimes go down that path of being boring and of being too much of a tearjerker. I mean, this one is pretty sad at parts. You get emotional at parts. You feel sad for the characters, especially Philomena, because Judi Dench's performance is so sort of, it's so realistic and even somewhat relatable to some people. So yeah, you do feel for the characters and everything, but you also laugh a lot. You'll laugh, you'll cry, but in the end, you'll have a great time and you'll really enjoy this movie, and it's definitely worth watching. A great, piece of British cinema, it definitely deserves to be up there with the best. While not the best true story this year, the best true stories of this year, Captain Phillips and Rush, it doesn't live up to those quite, but it's still really enjoyable. I didn't expect it to be as good as those, and whilst it wasn't, it came sort of close to that, and it was just really, really enjoyable. So overall, I'm not going to give it a 5 like the others. I'm going to give it a really high 4 out of 5 for Steve Coogan's awesome performance and his awesome writing, Judi Dench's awesome performance. Sad, funny, just a great movie overall. I definitely recommend it. So yeah, I don't know if it's out in the States yet, but if it does come out in the States and gets a wide release, definitely check it out. It's really enjoyable. So yeah, thank you for watching my review. As always, if you like what you see, subscribe and like us on Facebook. The link, as always, is on our channel. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.